at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Wentz now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. That'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on second and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete here. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Come on now, let's go. Here we go. 20.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Akeem Hicks in there to get him for a loss of 5. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Here we go. Lion.
On play action, Wentz. It'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gotta go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up,
Lock in.
they'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Let's make it a long day. Yes, sir. You don't want that? You don't want that? Come on. 180. Lock in, lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Sproles, the return. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They fake the give. Now Wentz sliding out of the pocket toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. 20.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And they hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Lock in.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. And this is taken in at the 5. That one goes for 36 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
Lock in. Switch.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are in for 6. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
82.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Ajayi looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a play fake. Wentz rolling to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 20.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Come on now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Wentz now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Go. 20.
Now Wentz again. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Porky, 82 Porky.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Tokyo.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Fourth down, Wentz goes off, and on comes the Eagle kicker Jake Elliott. This officially a 55-yard attempt. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Lock in.
Now it's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go. Hey, gotta go. Lock in.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Set up! 180! Lock in. Hey, 18.
Trubisky to throw again. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Wentz now on first down. A dump off to Sproles. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Eagles on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The 4th down run successful. Pay it off on.
Lock in, lock in. Red, up.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Good also. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hurry.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackle made there by Haloti Ngata.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, gotta go. Hey, gotta go.
Again, it's Cohen, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
We got three. 180.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Lock in.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Trubisky. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
180.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Here we go. 120.
Wentz now on first down. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Sunday.
Now it's a giant. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Wentz on third down. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
There we go. 120. What's your son? At least 5-7. Lion.
On play action, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Again, it's Wentz. This is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run with a J. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Richard Rodgers from 4 yards out. And the Eagles get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it makes the score 21-10. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games. But on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nickel Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation, when I saw it live, I thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Trubisky will throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Now Sproles. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out and out come the Eagles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
82, 82.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
180. Lock in. Come on, gotta go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
180! Lock in, lock in. Lock in, lock in.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Long in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
4 down. Check. 180!
Now Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Powerful running. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
4 down. Set up. 180! 53, check 53. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Play action. Now Trubisky keeps himself upright. Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. On second down, here's Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. 18, 18. Sit up. 180.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. The Eagles hustling to the line. Clock rolling.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Ertz over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Lefty, lefty.
Wentz now on first down. A dump off to Sproles. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, other side, solid, solid. Hey, other side, solid, solid. Go.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Steps away to his left. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. 180. Ransom. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Ransom. 18. Ransom.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cohen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.